Well, welcome everyone. This is Valderon. This is No Man's Sky, and we are back to our normal save, and we'll do our normal things until next Thursday, where I will go back on the survival save. But until then, it will be normal, it will be Eissentam, it will be missions, looking for planets and see what else we come across. It's Sunday, so we will, after we have looked at the frigate missions, we will do a little bit of cooking, and then we will do our farming run as well. So there is a little bit usual things from the beginning. So we are looking out. That's one of my organic frigates. The other one is not no. There. So yeah, they look nice. I actually hope I cleaned up after myself last time. Oh dear. We have a little bit of a problem. You know what? I will actually try to solve that problem immediately. I did not think I would have a problem, but I'll take these and make them into dihydrogen. I pick so many up as I'm running around and looking in boxes anyway, so... And hopefully I can farm some dihydrogen on the run as well. I need to do that, because otherwise I will not have anything to send my frigates out. And to be honest, the frigates bring roughly 10 million in every day. Well, every time I take all 5 batches of them, it is roughly 10 million. So it's stupid not to do it. Otherwise I will have to find out and buy some more dihydrogen. That means I have to visit pirate space stations, outlaw space stations, where it's always at sale. But I'd rather not do that, even though it is sort of an investment. So yeah. So let's at least make a little bit more. And then make sure we farm as we go. So let's see what we have. Anything interesting? This was an exploration one. That's a surprise. That's another surprise. 2 surprises, that can mean quite a bit of coinage if we're lucky. And 1 million. It's not a joke, I say they're worth roughly 10 million. I know it fluctuates, and sometimes it's more than others. But a long one like this one easily can bring back 4 million plus goods. Or close to 4 million, I'd rather say that. So in cash, it brings back $3.5 million. with the goods, yeah. So it is important to make sure your frigates have fuel. It's not a joke. You don't want to end up in a situation where you can't send them out because it costs you money. And we have had a lot of discussions on the channel here whether you should make money or not. I personally don't care what you do, but money is nice to have. No matter what you say. When you see this nice S-class ship you've been looking for a long time and can't afford it, who's sorry then? Not me, because I would have bought it. So, got some money and a lot of goods, so let's see what we actually got. That was not overly expensive. Neither was that. There was some cheap ones we got. That's how it is. And no, I'm not disappointed or anything. It is as it is. You get what you get. Went the wrong way here. Oh dear, I don't have any more space. So I'll need to do something. That gave us a little bit of space. So to sell. That all look fine. What I have to check is these, yeah. Because they need to go to be sold as well. That's the problem with some of this stuff is that it actually ends up not go where it's supposed to go. So it's all about finding the right way in the right place. So let's see what we can send out of frigates. We might not be able to send all of them out because I was slightly stupid and didn't. Okay, industrial. I need to check what the other. Again, we have 3 of voyage. Why? 1, 2, 3, 4. No one. That one is just for being. So that one is 19 hours. So 1 combat, 1 exploration, 1 industrial, 1 trade, and 1 support. There we go. Then we need to look at these. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and the organic. Worked out. That one. 1, 2, 3, 4. And something which is not important. There we go. So the question is if there's enough fuel for this one as well. And 86, 106, one with 150 tons, which I don't have. Don't have any which give less. No. Okay, that one has to wait till later then. So it's cooking time. So I need all these all in my exosuit. There will be a little bit of preparation today. Last time we talked about eye gazing. That we are going to leave a little bit aside for now, because first we just need to make sure that was not what I wanted. So we need to make extra floppy better. Certain things to do that. X, 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 wait, this as well, but we're running low on sugar, aren't we? Okay. What is it we make sugar from? That is... I can't remember. I think it's the hexaberries. Okay. We have a lot of milk, so we make that to cream first. Many of the recipes work whether it says wild milk, other types of milk, it turns into some type of cream. That cream can be made into some sort of butter, and you can work with it even though it's called something other else butter. If it might be proto butter or something like that. That will work with the same ingredients, and the end result will be the same. The only thing is you can't mix the different milk types, weirdly enough, because it shouldn't really matter if you mix milk A with milk B and get cream, but it doesn't work that way, and that's fine. So the warm proto milk become proto cream, which is fine. Proto cream becomes proto butter. Problem is I only have one of them, so proto butter becomes nothing. But if I add now I understand, because I used a lot of my... Okay. Just a moment. Let's make cream out of this as well. Then we have all the cream in one stack. So where it just becomes cream, it's stackable with other cream. But if it's called proto cream, it's stackable with proto cream. And I believe there is a variation called bone cream as well. Bone milk, bone cream. And that of course is just how it is. I'm not making the rules for how things works in the game. So what do I need? Need to make some more flour. That is one thing you need a lot of. So do yourself a favor when you come across heptaploid weed, pick it up. Even though you on a session only get a few, stack them up somewhere and then start making flour. I'm not joking, it's a good money maker. People like me has been criticized for teaching players to make money, because that's apparently not the purpose of the game. I'm sorry, I don't give a flying about that, because if I choose to make money, I make money. If you choose not to make money, you don't make money. End of discussion. This is my game, I play like I want. If you want to sit and watch me making money, then you tune into this channel. If you don't want to see me sitting and making money, don't watch. Play your own game. My purpose is to try to help people if I can. Therefore, the chat is open for everyone. If you have questions, feel free to ask. I am still, I can't remember what I make sugar out of. Oh, am I stupid now? Do I need sugar? That is not sugar. Well, cactus nectar becomes sugar, so that I actually can make shitloads of. I don't know if I need sugar, I just don't like not having it. So, that is actually one we can make a lot of, because I have many cacti fish. So, bear with me, this is going to take a little bit of time. I'm not going to do more. Don't worry. But this is one thing I farm, so I have loads of this in stock. And if I can make sugar out of cactus nectar, cacti nectar, then it's a cheap way for me to make it. So there is a lot of options and there's a lot of experimentation you can do. I do encourage you to try out yourself and try to find combinations, because I don't know them all. I only know a few, and I know there's much more out there, and I will eventually find more and more complex recipes. I might be sitting experimenting off stream as well. I have other saves I play from time to time, and some of those saves I actually need to make money on, weirdly enough. It's not all which goes as easy as on this one. And that's just how it is. But I know these things, something you get, these goes from 28 each to 300 each, so it's 10 doubling the value of these. So this makes this stack from 200, well, roughly 300,000 up to close to 3 millions if I were to make nectar out of all these, which I'm not, but if I were, I could make these much more valuable. There are other things you can do to make it valuable, but that I haven't really explained a lot about, but I will, and we will go into that at some point. But that's creating luxury things. I have done it without explanation, but I will go into more explanation around them as well. And I will cut them out to videos, so if you don't want to sit and watch a whole stream to get those kind of bits, they will be on my YouTube channel as well. That is how it normally goes, and yeah. There is a lot of options in the game, and yeah. The argument whether you should make money or not, I do understand where people sometimes are coming from. It's not about creating wealth, and there is limitation to how much wealth you can actually have. To my knowledge, you can only have around 4 billion coins in your inventory. So after that, your money is worth nothing. But will you reach that point? Well, it's up to you. There is a exclusive club who has reached that limitation, and I'm not one of them. I have never reached 4 billion. I will at some point if I keep making money, but oh, sorry for that. That snuck up on me. I will if I could, because I hardly spend any money. So whenever I run around, I just earn money and money and money, and I actually don't spend much anymore. So I could kind of skip that whole part of making money, but it's a sport for me. And it's a little bit, if I can't do anything else, I can always make money. That's another thing is that some viewers has mentioned to me that it's very, very hard to find basalt. And I tend to agree, because I don't have any in stock myself. So whenever I come into a system today and I see there's basalt, I will actually try to see if I can farm some. Just out of curiosity. It might not be straightforward, but I don't know. And that's a little bit how my gaming sessions very often go. I tend to try, find out, see if it's feasible or not. I made enough sugar. So this is a little bit on the sidetrack, and I'm aware of that. So I'm going to make two things today, and one of them is what was that? That was I wanted to make donuts. So to do that I need butter. How much butter do I have? I have one there, that's not enough. Sweetened butter I can't use, so I don't have any butter. So we take some cream and we make some butter. The thing is, donuts also work as a base for things like the pie cases that can be enhanced, and they are a little bit trickier to make because they need something called clarified oil. But we are making the whole process. First we are making some butter. I don't know how much I should make. I take 94 from start. Let's make 40 butter. Thing is, I'd rather not use all my cream because sometimes I need cream as well. So, time permitting, then I might use a recipe which take cream on its own. So. Butter, the cream goes back. So I have one proto butter. That becomes one clarified. So you can mix the different butter types into clarified oil. I need more of that, so I'm going to do like this, see, and then we take the other one, and then we make I don't know how many we make. So if we may take 15, then we have for 15 donuts. Each donut take one, so it's just so we have some butter if we need it. Then to make donuts we need dough, which is, come on, flour and yeast. We need 15 of them. Oh. So we're going from 2400 to 3200, so it slowly becomes more and more valuable. I need it. 15, now I made 17. Well, so we have dough, we have clarified oil, and we need the third ingredients, which is sugar. That becomes lumpen donut, so let's make 15 of them. So each donut is worth 48,000, so we gone from 3,200, 30,000 for the clarified oil, and 1,600 for the sugar, to 48. So you see, you gradually become more and more valuable. So we put these aside, then we put the donut there. On its own, it's not doing anything. Can we put sugar on it? No, we can't put sugar on it. Cactus nectar? No, we can't put cactus. That kind of became sugar, didn't it? So I have ever-burning jam. Can we put that in? Whoa, then we get a jam donut. Let's make one of them. That's worth 70,000. Okay. What else do we have? Anything we could? Crunch caramel? Caramel donut. Let's make one of them. 65,000. What else do we have? Liver fruit? No. Not in a donut. So put caramel and jam. What about chocolate? Cocoa donut. So actually, oh, what's the value of that? 65,000, okay. So it came from 1848. So that's 15,000 added to the price. That's not bad. Do I have anything else I can put in? There are other options that I am not having the proper, but this was can we put cheese in? No. No cheese in a donut. But many of the berries can be made into sorts of jam. So do I actually have? No, we can leave them for now. There's 500,000 there. Refreshing drink, crab apple. That might actually work. Firewater. That comes out of the same as the fire jam. Cake batter, extra fluffy. I don't have any fruits whatsoever. However, I might actually have some. Any of these. which can become... I actually don't think so. Of course I don't have any because it's only meat I have here. So the question is, can you put meat in a donut? I think the answer is no. But that is the idea with the donut. I can actually have one of them. No, that's a bone though. I took a crab apple, didn't I? Yeah. So I can actually, from the crab apple and sugar, I can make that as well. So when you do things with, it's actually the same outcome, so no need to make more of that. Jade peas and sugar also become the same. Puzzle here. So back to the donuts. The lumpen, and then you add those jellies, then you get another jam donut. Sometimes the end result is the same, but how you get there is different ways. So this becomes a wiggling donut. That's another one which is worth 70,000. So that was the donuts. I had one more. What can we call it? Base recipe. Something you also need a lot of to mix with other recipes. And that's the meringue. I showed it a little bit, but I'm actually going to, it's called Delicious, Delicious meringue, I think. Delicate meringue, sorry. And you make that from, there's 4 things you can use to mix together. The primary things is in sugar, and then you can take either giant eggs 4800 becomes 54. Oh, stop. You can make it from, well, any eggs. Creature eggs, tall eggs, or giant eggs. And the last one is from level core, which is quite expensive, so you actually lose money on that. So don't go down that route. So I have made the ring, and I need something to mix it with. Just as an example, it goes down to becoming kind of cake-like things because it's sweet. There is a certain logic to these things. So if you take delicate meringue, mix it with flour and eggs. So there's already eggs in, but we add more eggs. So I take the giant eggs I have, and then you get extra fluffy batter. So it's actually mixing more of the things making it, but it goes to 14,000. 8, 6, 9, 6, 10, 4. So you gain a couple of extra with that. I'm going to make a couple of these. So I'm going to chop all these back and say, what can I do with these? Well, you can mix things. And here we have 314,000, and that becomes 24,800. So that's going down in value. That was a little bit of a surprise. Unfortunately, you don't know until you have made it. So that goes down in value. No. 14, 15, 8 to 19, 2. So that's okay. And that's again, you can experiment and mix things. It works the same way as the donut and the pie casing. You can add things to it. I'll put Fireberry on. Actually thought I could. Caramel. Then we get fluffy caramel delight. So that's how you use these things. So get the basic recipes, write them down if you are not aware of them, and keep using them, keep experimenting. Don't be afraid of experimenting. You might lose a little bit of coins if it goes down in value, but if you keep an eye on it, then you will be fine. So I will chop my things. Oh, not what the thing is. I don't find cooking as bad as reputation say, because you can actually you can get a lot of things out of it if you want to. And it's not a joke that you can actually invent your own dishes out of it, pretty much. I know it's not completely the truth, but it is partial the truth. Because it is, of course, predetermined what you can mix and what you can't mix, but don't be afraid of trying it out. And you can spend a lot of hours with these things, but to be honest, that goes with anything in this game. You can spend time. You will spend time. It would surprise me if you didn't. I spend a lot of time. And you know what? I have a lot of fun with it. And that's why I think it's very important. It is actually to have fun with what you're doing. Whether you are playing in general, cooking, make sure you have fun. Because if it's not funny, it's not worth the time you use. Yeah, I know the argument, why should I sit and waste all my time cooking? You don't have to. It's an option. There is a difference. You can do it if you want to. I give you my recommendation. You choose whether to follow it or not. And that's the cooking for today. There will be more cooking next Sunday. So now it's farming time. And this is unfortunately going to take a little bit of time as well. And I would say the cooking is only on Sunday, so it's only one day I'm going to pester you with that. On the other hand, you can at any time ask for my help. Whether it's about cooking, how to survive, how to, whatever you are struggling with. And you can even comment on what I do and say, well, I do it this way, isn't that better? And we can have a little chit chat about that. This game don't have any right or wrong. It has easy and it has difficult. And sometimes different variations between those two outer ends of the whole equation. So things are not either black or white, it is a lot of shades in between. Sometimes there is many different ways of doing things, and that is what makes this game so diverse. Is your way the right one? Yes, it is. No matter which one you choose. Is it the easiest way? Maybe not. But you know how it works. Which is fine for you. Why can't I get it up? No, it is all in your choices, and you choose how you play, and I don't want you to say anything to that. Some aspects of the game is quite difficult, and yeah, sometimes you need help with that. Sometimes you're stuck and can't get out of a situation. That's why you come and ask for help. Or go on the internet already, or wherever you fancy going. Well, I would say I don't mind if I can show things on screen while we're talking about it. It of course depends what it is, and there are things I can't do because I'm past those points, but most things I think I might be able to show on screen or explain, or both. So just step out of the fog, and no, it's not a stupid question, because everything you don't know validates a question. And that's another silly argument. Oh, I don't want to ask questions because then it looks like I'm weak. That's actually wrong, because you're weak if you don't ask questions when you don't know. But again, it's your game, you can do whatever you want. But I am here to help if anyone needs help or want help. And I would even say, if I don't know the answers, there are others on this. Others of my viewers, which is very experienced players, which might be able to help them. So one of my viewers and subscribers on YouTube commented to one of my videos and said, it's lovely to see older people playing games. And I must admit, first I got a little bit, what the, you calling me old? But to be honest, I kind of am, and I'm not the typical gamer as you see a lot of young teenagers sitting with their console and playing games. However, I've been playing games for many years. It was a conscious choice for me to rather play games on my computer than watching TV. And don't get me wrong, I do watch TV, but not as much as the average person in my age. I do watch movies, I love movies, especially good movies. But again, I don't watch as many as most people, because I would rather spend my time at my computer playing games. And I often been asked why. Why do you want to play games instead of watching movies or TV series? Well, what on earth is that? Why are you landing on my base? How dare you? First of all, I like things which is kind of interactive, where I do something, I have to think about what I'm doing. I honestly don't feel that sitting watching TV demands the same of my brain as a computer game does. I do like games where there is some challenge to them, which challenge me as a person, where I actually have to use my brain to play them. And many types of games didn't appeal to me in the past because you had to point a gun at something and shoot, and it was all about how much you killed, and yeah, of course it was getting through the course and the battlefield, whatever it was. But it didn't seem as intriguing to me. But I will say that I probably have been wrong sometimes, because many of those games equally demand you actually think rather than react. That's the only thing I feel a little bit negative about being older, is that my reaction has become a little bit slower, but it it's still okay, but sometimes I actually end up in situations where a little bit of quicker reaction would probably have gotten me out of the problem a little bit quicker. But I do know that many people of my generation has never played a computer game in their life, and but they have on the other hand seen all episodes of EastEnders or whatever TV series they've been following. Which is of course fine. I don't judge what people do. And hopefully they don't judge what I do. One milk. Why is this only working when I'm present? This is one of the weirdest things I find, that that it doesn't work when you're not present. Why do you have to be there to milk animals? And though there's not many animals around, have I killed them? Or have someone else killed them? That's actually a good question. Oh, there's one there. It's recently been milked. But there's no milk. So I don't know if I'm doing something wrong with these, but it's always been the same issue I had when I put them up. I don't know if I could do something differently. That is the question. Have I maybe put them too far apart? So when you move it, you lose the electricity, okay. That I did not know. Is it also empty now? Yep. Well, at least there is some milk. But as you just saw in cooking, milk is a very important produce, and it is kind of something you want to have good in stock of. That and eggs is quite important. Well, I can see I get stock in, but well, I don't know, I'm not staying here the rest of the day. That is I'll come back later and see what if anything came out of it. So we've been around everywhere, so space stations. This was where I ended last time, so let's start from there. So this go into normal gameplay. So certain things will go to this radar. So let's see if we can sell anything we have on the starship. Can actually buy some of these. Some of those. Then we can see if we can sell anything. That one can be sold. Sold. That one can be sold. I'm not selling to minus, only to plus. So, how is missions looking? Nah, nothing interesting. Wonder if I can extract nanites again. It's some days since we were here last. I could. So, oh, I didn't do it. Probably could be both options. Beholder. So one thing I like to do before I leave the system is go to trading post and buy stuff. I can't remember if I already done it here, but as it's been a couple of days, then trade goods should have been accumulated again. I'm flying my Sentinel Interceptor. I actually have pretty much fallen in love with this ship. And I want to kit it all up to high standard.
Weather update. Storm clearing.
Okay. So what we have here, that's an A. Voice.
Received. Units received.
Scanning is important. Again, kit up your scanners to as high as you can, then you will make loads of money without actually doing any work for it.
Received. Units received.
It's one of these things.
Units received.
If you do it that way, you make sure that whenever you scan something on a planet, you get a nice lump of coinage. And that I see as a good thing. And I think you would as well, to be honest. So remember to keep this running. This is one of the things that nice ships actually a little bit like the Utopia sleeper. Creeper. Sleeper. What's it called? So I got a little bit of this and that. We got some trade goods. Actually, we are ready to go somewhere else. Thing is, I have to go to the anomaly because I have all that food stuff to see if I can get something useful out of it. I know I could just sell it and some of it would just be sold, but the guy I call the food critic in the anomaly actually can give quite a bit of nanites if he really likes what you serve to him. There are no guarantees of anything. But if I get to the situation where I don't think he would appreciate what I have, then I would of course just sell it. Wow, I got 5 nanites. I am very rich now. Well, let's see if I can actually give anything to it. Okay. I have 3 I can give him. Caramel donut. You like that? 129. I have more. One he didn't like. 40. Soft and spiky surprise. $169. So you can convert into nanites through him. Is it worth it? Probably more worth actually selling it, but I'm just making a point. $199, that's one of the highest he ever given to me. Damn done. Okay, he didn't give me anything, so I think he's done. That's okay, I'm not in any way disappointed, it's fine. I got some nanites out of it. I might not go his way in the future. I think making them and sell them is probably a better option. So I'm still far out in the outer ring, so I could take longer jumps with this ship. I'm actually not having all information. That one has no information whatsoever, so there might not be any space station or trade post or anything, so it's because it's a red zone. So what I'm going to look, this was already found by someone else long ago, well, 5 months ago, so it's not that long ago. But it is one of those things, you see it, you need to stay around. There's not even a space station. So, you know what? That was the wrong key. I am going just to jump on. So I'm a little bit in the situation. If I want to upgrade the ship, I need to keep an eye on what I can actually upgrade it with. And that is easiest to see. I have plenty of infinite. I have a teleport receiver, I have lots of launch things. I have a face beam, I'm not fussed about that. I have an economy scanner. I have some pulse engine upgrades. I have a little bit of shielding. Could take some more. I got quite a bit. I don't really need anything on hyperdrive, to be honest, but that's pretty much it with what I don't need. I don't need more shielding. That's at least something I would consider. And maybe a cargo scan detector. I need counterfeit circuits. Okay. I don't know if I want a conflict scanner. Well, I do, but it can wait a little bit. So what's here? C, B. That's it, I assume. So, also I should pay attention to, I have some which is A and B, however they are not something I should exchange because they actually do, I can go to different colored systems. So let's see. Shielding is the main thing. Yes, a photon cannon. Nah. That's a big multi-tool. It's an A class, lots of slots. Comes with a plasma launcher, not a bad one. we have to talk to. Can be a little bit creepy. So, if I talk to him again and give him 100 nanites, he will tell me where his grave is, and if I go there, I will get a glyph and something to help me on my travels, basically. So, anything we can sell here. Well, that was one thing. That's absolutely fine. I have no problems with that. Boxes. I like boxes. That was kind of disappointing. So we're still chasing words because we still don't have them all. Well, I shouldn't say that because an upgrade module is still an upgrade module. So disrespectful to dissatisfied, that's kind of a jump. Oh dear. If I remember right, they don't like that, that was wrong. They did like that. There is one I would like. That's okay, I don't mind whatever the amount is, it's free money, and I do like free money. It would be silly not to. as I already said, that I'm one of those who thinks that money is useful. Not saying you should, by all means, only make money. That's not what I'm saying. I would say you risk losing out on the game if you only do that. But if you have played a lot and gotten to a situation where you kind of don't really know what to continue it and go and trade for a while, earn some money, don't see any problem with that. So I made a little bit of tritium and other stuff. Realized this is a system with a green sun. Not that it matters a lot, because I have plenty of resources. And yeah, at some point I will start running out. And that is how it is. Nothing lasts forever, and if you don't replenish it, then of course you will run out. Land here and search. Landing area not clear. Still not clear. Then suddenly I can land. It is a little bit tricky, I would say. It is warm here, so make sure that we are ready for that. Where am I going? That way. Man. It's metal fingers. I'll be stupid not to take that. Metal fingers is a lovely invention. Sad it only comes with gold and uranium. If anyone has encountered any other ones, let me know, but I have in my many hours of gameplay never encountered anything else. And I will say, when I do, I will put it into a video. I did tend to put everything into videos and upload them, but I have cut down and only taking interesting things. Of course, what I find interesting might not be the same others are finding interesting, so please let me know. This gives a nice lump of uranium. It's actually better than farming it in resources, quantity-wise. And a good lump of gold as well. Not like I need any of them, but it's a little bit the same principle as many other things in the game. When it's free,
Technology recharge.
then I actually like to get it. This is a lot of free resources, so and what's the worst that could happen? I get too much. Yeah, then I have to sell it. And then it converts into free money. So that kind of seems like a win-win scenario for me. Wouldn't you agree? At least that would be how I see it, so. And I'm the one controlling this keyboard, so if you disagree with me, let me know in chat. Actually, I'm going to say something about playing in survival mode, which I did Thursday. It have taught me one thing. You actually appreciate the little things in the game. The stupid flower with the whole sodium or other things in that direction. It is immensely lovely when you actually need things. We need some emerald. I don't know.
Units received. Units received.
I honestly don't know. Do I want it?
Weather warning. Incoming storm.
So I'm going to take a stupid chance here, doing this, and then hide for the storm. That's a freaking big storm. So I'm teaching you here how actually you can farm safely even in bad weather. You just tunnel in under it. And yeah, you have to be careful because suddenly you have exposed yourself like I did now. But then you just go back into your cave and sit there and wait until you feel it's safe again.
Technology
I am not in a rush. Again, it's another thing I learned from survival. This slow-paced game sometimes is actually a little bit more interesting because you actually are forced to look a little bit more on the environment than normal. So, actually scan these animals. Some I forgot. Check that as well. Might as well be greedy now I'm here. And for some reason, I just jetpacked back into. Where on earth did I end up? I was a little bit super weird.
Units received. Units received. Units received. Units received.
So, as you might be aware, there's two reasons to scan animals. One is they give quite good coinage. The other one is that if you scan all animals on the planet, you get bonus nanites. The more animals there is, the higher the bonus will be. So, it's sometimes worth actually doing it.
Units received.
So where am I actually going here? Let's see, was this the monolith I just was at? I actually think it was. So I'm back where I started, that's fine. Let's get our ship so we can find that dig site, which our mission has sent us out to find. I just saw these. I need dihydrogen all the time. The best advice I can give is start farming it early. You need immensely much of it. If you can have some stacks filled up with that, you are in a quite good position, especially when you get freighter and you start doing frigate missions, because half of the fuel come from dihydrogen, so where it was that way. So it's one of those things that you can't really get too much of it. And if you should get into the situation where you have too much of it, then you can always then hold back and not farm it for a while. I would not recommend selling it, to be honest with you, because it is one of those things you need it constantly. So that's just how it is. So we need to dig. So we need to find 3 fragments, which is keys, and then the big one. At these dig sites you can also find gravitino bowls. Just a word of warning, if you take them, sentinels will come running. However, it might actually be a good situation if you need to fight them for some reason. If you have a mission to kill, then get them on a planet where the sentinels are either not present but from these dig sites they will be. Or one with kind of low sentinels, but don't take one with aggressive because they will then come in high numbers. Reason I don't get the boxes today, but I'm not complaining as long as I get the keys. Where is the big one? There. So this is the one I'm actually looking for, but I need the keys to open it, so preserved cetacean tissue. What is it actually worth? 2 million. That's not bad because when I have scanned it, I get to keep it. So that's actually quite nice. Mission giving a reward of 2 million coins. That I'm not complaining about. So we need to find a trade post that is far away. It's not like it's close by these thing on this mission, but I'm sure it's fine. Just a word of warning. Don't come in too quick on the trading posts. Most of my deaths in this game has actually been getting stuck on trading posts more than anything else. There's other things which has killed me, but I have died twice on trading posts. So you can determine whether I am a noob or just plain stupid. I will accept both, but sometimes I have come in very fast and that has not been the best of choices. As always, I pick up boxes. It's free stuff, and I do like free stuff. I mean, why wouldn't you? Well, you could probably argue that there is many reasons for not picking it up. But if you start telling me it's a trap, then I will start laughing. So I'm gonna head in for the mission. I just want to scan the artifact, and yes, it's uploaded. Now I just have to hand in the mission at a space station, and there I will get my reward.
Product received. Product received. Product received.
And that is quite nice. So I'm seeing if there's anything I can sell. I know trade goods probably won't, but some of my surplus resources might. Oh, jar of dirty pollen. Wanted to. I just need to check up here if there's any boxes. It doesn't look like it. That ship, it's a Sea Explorer, not useful either. So I actually don't place the artifact until I have handed it in. It's something I learned from the missions where you have to deliver something. Because if you by mistake sell that, you have to go out and buy something new of the same kind, or abandon the mission. But you're taking the mission because you had a reward you wanted, so you're a little bit in a catch-22. And I have been foolish enough to sell things sometimes which I should have used with a mission. And I know it's silly to do so, but it's not always I pay attention to where things are stored. And if I already have some of that kind of things on my spaceship, then it would place it together with its kind. And if I'm stupid enough to sell that kind before I actually deliver the item, well, then it's my fault and I'm stupid doing so, but I am very aware that shit happens. So now I can place it for sale. Everything I have to sell is actually sitting on the starship. I'm going to sell those as well. There's no need saving all the food stuff because I might as well sell it. And that one I have to keep brewing, so I don't have to do all the refining at the end of the session, because it's sometimes, if you have collected through a lot of hours, then it's a lot of things you have to process, and it takes time. And you stop playing because you're starting getting tired and want to go to bed or whatever it is. And then you have to sit and wait because, oh wait, I have all this stuff. And you don't want to start next session doing it because then you get behind with everything else. So I was suggested by one of my viewers, why don't you do it like this? And you know what? It was actually a brilliant idea. Yeah, it cost me some minor price in carbon or condensated carbon, but get so much of that anyway, so yeah, that's fine. So that's a battle here, and
Spaceships approaching.
you know, you can actually cheat a little bit, well, sometimes, if you can find the hangar of the freighter and go in and land there, then the battle is over. And you don't have to fight. I'm not saying it's morally right to do so, but it's an A freighter. But it's an option, and I mean, I find it personally a little bit silly that every 5 jumps you have to fight. So I'm actually going to look at this. I don't think I will be tempted. Because mine is actually worth more. I have more slots. It has a better hyperdrive range because it actually better than mine. I don't know, and it doesn't matter because I don't really jump in the freighter anyway. I would be tempted if it's an S-class. I actually don't come across many S-class freighters, so well, I take the reward and I'm off my way, and I didn't have to shoot a shot. Yeah, my shield will fuck a little bit, but doesn't really matter. So we need to find the space station. It should be close by. And it is those things that yeah, if I can't find the hangar of the freighter, I will have to fight, and I do that. Not like I don't want to fight, but it's just tedious every 5 jumps to do so. Especially when you kind of travel relatively quick through the areas. In situations where I don't travel quick, then yeah, I do them, and so I'm still looking for shield things. That's only a C1, I'm not interested in that. It's another A multi-tool. It seems like I'm on an A part at the moment. So what does he come up with? You can either pay him 15,000 or leave. I choose to leave because you're not getting anything worth value. So we are looking to see if we can sell anything. Phosphorus we could sell. So that is minus 4.4, so it comes under 2 million. I'm not interested in that. We can sell some jam donuts. And we can check what's behind door number 2. Is it something interesting? Yeah, actually it is. I like these storage areas with a lot of boxes. We often find a little bit of this and that. It's nothing overly important, but it's enough to tie me with a lot of things, those little things, sodium, carbon, so I don't have to go out and grind for them. And of course, if I need to, I would, but it keeps me up around the balance of a full stack, so I don't think it's necessary. It's a fighter, A fighter, B owner. A shuttle. It's funny, I'm not very interested in shuttles, but I know some people collect and get whatever they can. All types of ships, preferably as S-class. And I will put the coordinates on when I find S-class ships. Business. Okay, give me some trade goods. That's not a bad thing. I've been often been asked, why are you talking to them and doing these things? And I will say, when I play games, I very often look at things like this. This is different achievements. They also come through if you play on Steam or if you play on Xbox Game Pass. And I always try to get all the achievements there is in a game. And it goes through the whole way. This, I'm not even close to the how many there is, so I keep going on to get those achievements. And yeah, that's the reason I do it. I chase achievements among other things. I don't do it to show off. I do it for my own pleasure, so to speak. Okay. This one I would actually like to do. I like the multi-tool expansion tool. However, repair damage item, they always seem bugged, so I'm going to leave it because I don't want to spend hours trying to do a mission I can't do. That is and I know from other players that they have the same issue. So yeah, I could do other missions, but the rewards were not really anything I would like, so I tend to go reward and risk balance. So the one thing I didn't do, I'm running in a lot of areas which has been found by someone else because I ended up pretty much close to the center of this galaxy when I jumped, and that would normally be fine. However, I'm in Eissentam, which is what is called a lush galaxy, so it has a high amount of paradise planets, which I have found some, but not as many as I would think I would find. But I decided to jump out with a portal to the outer rim. No, I didn't use a portal. I used a teleporter from the anomaly. So let me tell the truth, not come up with pokies. So that's why a lot of the systems I'm encountering here, and I need to break out of that part somehow. And I actually do have a plan. So I didn't get any missions, then I would go to a trading post and just see if I can get some trade. I'm not the one to forgive people for sinning. I'm not a religious person, so what have you done? Have you given all your money to charity? Looked for your metal. 3 days. Okay. That sounds a little bit excessive. Oh, it's still your basalt we're going on, yeah. Yeah, I said I would also, well, because of you, I didn't mention you, but I said, because it seems to be a problem, I will actually see when I encounter it if I can find any. Because I find it weird, I don't have any in stock. I normally would always have something in stock. that's how I am. So that's weird. It's really bad because you need it. So he has a farm which farms basalt. Wow. So you can't find it, but someone farms it. That is that is weird. Was that on a volcanic planet as well? Yeah, I know. I mean, I can easily forgive you for that. That would drive me mad as well. If I can't find it, I would go, well, insane. That is well, I'm speechless because I couldn't imagine. I know that there is things which is harder to get than others, no doubt about it. Yeah. I'm just thinking. Yeah, of course. I do understand that. I can fully understand that. No, I'm sitting looking if. Oh. Yeah, it's that one. So I must have found basalt at some point. The worst part is I don't remember. I don't remember I had as bad issues as you. I might have had. I don't remember. That's weird. Might be one of these 0.02% has this. Oh dear. Whoa.
Technology recharge.
Don't stand here and fry.
Recharge. Technology recharge.
Yeah. I don't know. But just for fun, I'll still look for it and see. Okay.
Product received. Product received. Product received.
That doesn't sound nice, if that's true. Especially not when you actually need it. Oh dear.
Units received.
That's really... I don't know what to say. Oh, did you buy it? I only found an A class and I'm not tempted to do that. I would be tempted if I find an S class, but I've played many hours without finding that. It's like finding basalt. Basalt. However you pronounce it. Oh, nice, nice. Yeah, I mean, I think it's easier for me to find basalt. I've seen a couple of A's, but they were actually worse than my C, so I decided just to leave them. But if I come across an S, I will be tempted, of course. I did the cheat with the first battle I came into today with the a fight. No, I get